Welcome back, I'm Danny the Dinosaur Drawer, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to draw Titanoboa Level 40 from Jurassic World the Game. So get out your mechanical pencil or whatever drawing device you're using, and an eraser, and a pen. I'm going to be using this BIC 4-color pen, which was recommended by Beanie Draws. So we're going to make a quick outline with our pencils first, and then we'll move on to the pen. So yeah, we'll have the head right about here, so put a circle for the head. And then for the body, we're just going to have a long S shape. And the tail is going to curve around like that. So this is from a picture I found of the Titanoboa actually in its habitat. Just got its neck curved up. So now we're just going to add some width to this skeletal form. Let's get really thick right about the middle here. That coils back around like so. And you can see the end of the tail right about there. See, it's got a bunch of spikes, especially at level 40. Looks very similar to like a dragon or something. The eye will be right about there. It's going to have its mouth open, forked tongue coming out. So guys, keep in mind this is just the outline. We're going to add the real detail once we bring out the pen. Also, one key fact is you really want to make the snake look like it's on the ground. So that's why I'm going to adjust this line to make it look a little more balanced. So that's why it's always important to have an outline. So we're going to have the shadow right about here. And yeah, now I think it's time to get out our pens, and we can then begin putting in the detail. And by the way, guys, if you guys want, I will be doing more tutorials on Titanoboa, and maybe a more accurate version of Titanoboa, like not the one from the game, but maybe the real accurate one, because there's some great pictures out there. So now that we're done with the outline, I'm going to get out my 4-color BIC pencil, which is available on Amazon or your local craft store. Yeah, it's like a ballpoint pen, and I'm actually going to be trying it out for basically the first time today. So we're going to see how well it performs. But Beanie recommended it. I think he used it in a few of his videos. So it's definitely a good pencil or pen. So we're going to make this line for the mouth. Bring it down like so. And the first thing I want to do is, I don't think boa constrictor type snakes actually have fangs because they're not poisonous, but we do want to put in the teeth right away. Of course, in Jurassic World the Game, they exaggerate certain features on the dinosaurs and creatures. Let's put the forked tongue. Add a row of these small teeth. The bottom jaw is very thin. It gets a tiny bit wider as we get closer to the neck. So yeah, now we're going to add in the eyes. Just take a little circle there. And the other eye, I don't think you can see. Basically, we're going to put in these spikes. It's got two like horn type spikes which are extra large. So we'll put those in. Like Ludia is all about spikes. Every creature at level 40 is bound to have extra spikes. And a lot more colors too. They love adding colors. So we'll add these spikes. And then a great tip I'm going to give you guys for doing snake scales at least for this Titanoboa, is just to do like a crosshatch mode, similar to how we shade. So basically have strokes, even strokes, and then do them in both directions. It's almost good to have one stroke more at a slant, like so, to give it more of a scaly look, or a serpentine look. And we're going to add some shading. Then it's always important to have an eraser handy, so you can erase away the pencil marks you no longer need. But be careful not to erase too hard, or you might lose some of the pen you put down. By the way, guys, I'm drawing on a sketchbook that I got from Arteza, and I'll have a link to that in the description below. So yeah, we might want to add a little bit of shading inside the mouth, but not too much, because I don't want to take away from the teeth which we drew. So one thing about this pen is you can't get really extreme detail, which is fine. This is a pretty small drawing. I mean, this drawing pad is very small, as you can see, compared to my hand. My hand covers the entire drawing. So it is, we are drawing a small drawing. But this pen is really cool because of the 4 different colors. I love using it for math and other school. I had one before, but I lost it. This is a new one that I just got. The one I had before was a little different. I had like a mechanical pencil included or something like that. So it's 3 colors, but I had a mechanical pencil as well. So yeah, guys, the top here, it starts this pattern, which is continuing along the entire snake. It's got like these little dark stripes. The first one starts right about there. Now at the top of the neck, we're going to have these diamond-shaped scales. So put those in. And yeah, I think the spikes basically end right about there. So now comes the more easy but tedious part. And that's going to be drawing the body. It's not too easy to get the curves right. It is sort of a challenge. And getting the width correct is also difficult. So let's continue this line around here. Curves back. So basically we're following the outline we did with our pencil. Then the rest of the tail will be right about here. So I am, for this part of the tail, not really following the outline, because I like it better how it looks right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and erase those lines of the pencil. So now that we've erased, the drawing looks a lot cleaner. It's lost a little bit of its detail, but that's fine. We'll add that all with this pen. So the first thing we're going to do when putting in detail and refinement is make that midline, which I do in most dinosaurs, which is basically separating the belly of the reptile from the back. So yeah, have that midline go up. It's going to slowly snake up here. Pun intended, by the way. So yeah, let's also has a mid-belly line, which will get started right here. So you want to have 2 types of strokes when you're drawing like a snaky figure. You want to have the strokes of your pen that go in the direction of the body, but you also want to have some strokes that make the body of the snake look more roundish, is what I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because having it look round is very important. So actually the first thing I want to do put in these black stripes. They're more like blobs actually, to go along the back. And remember to make them look organic and natural, which can sometimes be a challenge. But you have these continue along the entire length of the snake. Also guys, I might do a battle of Titanoboa versus some dinosaur, like Titanoboa versus T-Rex. Or have the Titanoboa strangling the T-Rex or something. Because I've seen a lot of great thumbnails that some gamers have made. And those would be great to use as reference images. So let's go ahead and color in these stripes all along the body. So one thing to watch out guys when using this pen is it does smear a bit, as you can see it right there in these few areas. When my hand went over some of the spots, it did smear a bit. So that's one downside, one con to these BIC 4-color pens. But other than that, it's been kind of fun drawing these pens. It's really easy on the hand, which is really nice. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do is add in the scales. And the way we're going to do that is basically have tons of lines, curved lines of course, going like so. Always have them curved so it goes along with the outline curve we've put in. So for like this area, we're going to curve them like so. For this area, we'd curve them up. And for this area, we'd do something like that. And then we're going to have some lines going at a slight angle, like so. Now remember, press lightly with your pencil when doing these, because we don't want the scales to take too much attention away from the shading and other stuff we're going to add to our snake. So yeah, this part will be time-lapse, but I basically showed you guys how I'm going to do the scales, and you'll be able to watch. So now that we've finished our scales, comes the most important part, at least in my opinion, which is shading. So yeah, the first part we're going to shade, I think, is going to be right about here, which we've already started, which is the bottom of the neck here. So you want to have some shading under the jaw here, give it some more texture. Then also we're going to shade along the entire belly, basically, like so. And this is what's going to give your drawing some dimensions. So already I can see a difference now that we've added some shading. I will bring that around here. And this bottom area is going to be shaded as well, using lots of fast strokes. I know a ton of you guys have requested for this tutorial, so I'm sure it's going to be one of the most popular videos in no time at all. There was this one kid, I forget who it was, or one of my subscribers, who commented on like several of my videos, the same comment. It was like, please draw Titanoboa, please draw Titanoboa. Because I did do a time-lapse last year of a video of a drawing I did of Titanoboa, and you guys all wanted a tutorial, but I haven't had time to do it. And frankly, I just don't like drawing snakes that much. They're really interesting and stuff, but drawing a long tube with tons of scales is quite tedious. Because it's basically like drawing a dinosaur tail. It's like drawing a T-Rex with just the head of the T-Rex and then one big long tail. So it can be a little boring. It's a lot more fun to do. Add some limbs and a body. So yeah, now that we've added this shading, I think we can do a little bit more refinement on the curves here, which I guess would be considered shading. We're just going to make it, touch it up a little bit more to make it look less sloppy. Not that it looks really sloppy right now, I just want to refine things a bit, like sharpen these lines a bit where we did the spikes so they stand out. Add maybe a tad bit more shading, some more curved lines. I mean, you could spend hours on drawing a snake. They're really challenging to get these curves to look realistic. Also guys, as you guys have noticed, I've done some people drawings and stuff like that on my community tab. So if you guys would ever be interested in learning to draw, how to draw people, I'd be more than happy to do more time-lapse videos more frequently, and maybe some tutorials, because I think I've gotten a little bit better at people, and it's really fun to draw movie characters especially. That's what I like doing a lot in my spare time. So if you guys would like me to put more videos of my people drawings, please comment below, because I'd love to hear your feedback. But never fear, this channel will always be a dinosaur drawing channel. I'm not gonna quit drawing dinosaurs and just focus on people. I will always be drawing dinosaurs and things you guys request. So let's put some shading in this corner. Add some more lines. See how the snake is really coming along? This section is going to be heavily shaded because the entire, this part of the neck is over it. So I want to shade that a little bit more. And now a very important part of this drawing is we got to add some shading on the ground, which is also kind of fun. So yeah, comment below guys if you'd like me to keep on drawing with this BIC 4-color ballpoint pen, or if you'd like me to go back to my felt tipped pens, which I normally use, which are jet black. I sort of like the black color better than this. This has more of a shine to it, and I like solid black color. This almost has like a, it's not solid black at all, it's definitely, I'm not sure what color to describe it, but it's not black. I sort of like drawing with really dark black because it really allows you to do a dark spot without having to press really hard. Like this one, when I press down, it's going to wrinkle the paper. As you can see, the paper is already curving a bit. But also on the back, you'll see right there, it sort of ruins the paper a bit and ruins the paper underneath it. So I'm not going to be able to use this paper underneath it for a tutorial or anything because it'll have the dents from the pen. So that's one negative to using this ballpoint pen, is you have to sort of have to press down a little harder to make a dark spot. Yeah, let's add some more ground here in the background. And then we can sign our name, and I think we'll be done. This has been really fun. So glad I finally got around to drawing Titanoboa. And thank you to all of you who kept on asking for me to do this tutorial. If you ask, you shall receive. The more time you guys comment for me to draw something, the more persuaded I'll be to do it. Because I do have a long list of things I'm going to draw. But I always appreciate it when you guys recommend me draw something. Just erase some of that smudge lines from the pen. And yeah, leave this video a like if you enjoyed it, please post your drawing on my dinosaur art community on Google+. I would love to see your posts. And who knows, the more you guys post on the dinosaur art community, the bigger chance your drawings will have of getting into one of my videos, of one of my subscriber specials. So be sure to post. And yeah, share this video with friends who might enjoy it. And as always, comment below. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.